Okay, so I am here with another podcast, and today I'm here with Mass Destruction, aka another dude named Zach.
What's going on?
And I'm just here to ask him some questions. So, how did you get introduced to BKW?
Well, I had always been like a big wrestling fan. Like I would watch like Monday Night Raw when I was little. And one day I was on Instagram. This is like back like right when I first got an Instagram account. I saw a video of Eric and the Equinox Hunter. They were making a wrestling ring, which never got finished because we just wrestle on the ground, obviously. But I thought that was really cool. And so I was like, yeah, I want to be a wrestler. And so I DM'd you guys, and I was like, hey guys, I want to be a wrestler in your wrestling thing. And then they were like, okay, let's do it.
That was back in like 2014, I think.
Yeah, like late 2014.
Yeah. What do you think is your best match?
I think my best match is probably against you, the one that we had recently, the one where you jumped off the giant stump on me and I tombstoned you. I don't know. That's probably the best match that I've had recently.
Okay. What do you think's the most painful? Like the most pain you've been in a match?
The most pain that I've ever endured in a match, what's funny is it was never actually recorded, at least to my knowledge. We had a triple threat match that wasn't actually recorded, and it was actually like a really terrible match. I'm glad no one ever saw it, but there were a lot of botches. But there was a moment where the Equinox Hunter was hitting me with like this Swiffer thing, this thing that came off like a Swiffer vacuum, and he was hitting me in the back like 3 times, I think is what it was, and it stung so bad. It was probably the worst pain that I probably felt, not even just in BKW, but probably
just like getting whipped pretty much.
Yeah, it was like, because it's like a different type of pain than just like falling and landing on your back.
Yeah,
it's like that's a completely different type of pain.
Sting.
Yeah, it's a real bad sting, and it's probably the worst pain, not even just in BKW, but just in my entire life, honestly.
Okay, what do you think's the best match that we've had in BKW?
I think that's got to be you and Zach's match, the one that was really that one that got really big, the one that we actually got in trouble for. It was so good.
And on our account, it has the most views, and
it had even more views until it got took down.
Yeah, and it was just a great match because everybody was watching it. Every middle school, well, in our like area, like the high schools watching it, the middle schools. We have 2 middle schools in our town, and even like some of the elementary school students were watching it. And yeah,
that time was crazy around that time when we were all getting in trouble.
Okay, what do you think that we should start doing more in BKW?
I had saw that Zach had said on the recent podcast that we need to get more extreme spots, and I agree with that, but I think we need to mix extreme spots with more technical stuff. Instead of, doing spot and then, another spot and then pick you up and then leading to another spot, I think what we need to do is I think we need to have more transitional stuff in matches, because I think that makes the match flow a lot better, and I think lets us show our wrestling ability more. Because if someone's watching a match and it's like, oh, someone falls off this and then this person jumps off this and then someone gets put through a table, that's cool and that's fun to watch, but I think it shows a lot more craftsmanship, just doing moves in between there, and it shows people that we're not just spot monkeys and that we actually can wrestle. Yeah.
So when we had to stop back in 2015 after the big match, how did you feel about that?
I was scared. I was peeing my pants. I thought I was gonna get taken away from my mama.
Yeah.
Because the police. I mean, that we didn't get in too much trouble, but the police tried to scare us.
Mm-hmm.
Tried to scare us and make us stop, which that worked for me around that time. Because that was a long time ago and I was a lot younger then. I was a lot more naive, and I was scared. That's why I don't know if you know this. I took a break from wrestling. I stopped for a long time because I was scared that I was gonna get taken away from my mama.
Yeah. If you guys were watching back in 2016, like the beginning of 2016, we started wrestling again, and we had 2 wrestlers, as you guys know that I've said in previous videos. The Icon, the dude that hit me with the light tube on the top of the dump truck, he also stopped, and he's not with us no more, all because of that. And if you've been with us since 2016, you'll see that it's just really 3 main people It was only 3 people actually, and we're doing good. We weren't using tacks or light tubes, and we used a light tube, and the school saw it. Like out of all the other ones, they finally saw it. Like as soon as we used the light tube, the next day we had to stop again.
Yeah.
Like the old style of BKW or the new style? Like the newer matches or the old matches? What do you think are more? Like what do you think are better?
I think just with my style of wrestling and what I like to watch and what I like to wrestle, I actually like our recent stuff more, because I think that we put more, because back then we were just thinking of how crazy can we make our matches and like all the crazy stuff, and now I think we think more of like how does this affect the story of what's going on, and like how does this make sense with this? Because if you go back and watch some matches, some of the stuff in the match, like you watch that and you're like, well, that doesn't make like a lot of sense. And I think we pay attention more to that stuff now.
Yeah.
And so I think definitely, although I like them both. I like our old matches and our new matches both for completely different reasons. Because I obviously our old matches were a lot more, or not a lot more, but they were definitely more extreme than what we do now. But I think that's a trade-off.
Yeah. And also now we have a lot more wrestlers. We have more than 3 wrestlers, and we actually kind of have a storyline going instead of just watching Spotfest every time, every video.
Yeah.
So where do you think BKW will go in the future?
I think that if we keep on the road that we're going now, then I think that more people are going to notice what we're doing, and I think people are actually not just going to be like, oh man, that's so cool. I think people are actually going to start like appreciating what we do more, and see that we do it not just because we're stupid crazy kids, but because we like what we do and we put on entertainment.
Yeah.
I think people will start seeing that.
Definitely. Okay, well I'm going to end the video off here. Like I said, there's a match Wednesday, 2 more days. Look out for that. And I'll see you guys in the next video.